Hi, my name is Kasuga, if you don't already know, and this is my second vlog for my Comm 45 class. So here we go. Today we're going to be talking about FOMO, or the fear of missing out. So in the social media and internet heavy age that we live in today, everyone seems to be addicted and glued into their phones. Every second of the day, people check their phones waiting for new notifications to somehow make their life just a bit more interesting. People also check their phones to see if their friends or their family want to go hang out with them somewhere, but only for them to check their phones and they don't get a notification at all. This is what you call FOMO, or the fear of missing out. The fear of missing out gives us more reason to keep checking our phones and disconnected from the real world. Our relationships have really seemed to go virtual, as we mostly rely on getting a text message or a phone call or even a FaceTime call. A good quote that I can take from the text that really kind of hit home for me was insecure in our relationships and anxious about intimacy. We look to technology for ways to be in relationships and to protect ourselves at the same time. This kind of really spoke to me, as it really symbolizes the struggle that me and other people in Generation Z have, as we appear to be kind of like slaves to our screens. Social media seems to be a driving source, as everyone is like posting where they are or what they're doing, and this kind of just like makes us like disconnected, and like I want to really go to like a place where they are, so I don't have the sense of me being disconnected with them and me not having as much fun as them, because when I look back in the future, I'm gonna be like, oh, I didn't go with them, and it's just gonna make me feel worse about myself, which really isn't the case, and it's kind of dumb. But another thing about social media is that it kind of introduces new and trendy places to go. So for example, on TikTok, there's always people saying, oh yeah, like try this new ice cream place, it's like really nice, or there's this really good lookout spot in San Jose, let's try to go there. But it only adds to the FOMO, as everyone is really kind of, they feel more entitled to feel hip and cool, as they want to try new and trendy places with their friends, even though it's like not really that important. I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty susceptible to FOMO, especially during last year, which was my first year of college. During my first year, there were always moments where I would be studying for a test in the library, and my friends would just always call me, or like, hey, do you want to go to Santa Cruz? We could go to the boardwalk. And then I would just be like, dang, like I kind of want to go with them so I don't miss out. And like I wouldn't really like keep in mind that I have a test, which I would always be like, yeah, I could like still pass the test and be fine. But it never really made me grow as a person myself. That really just shows that in the age of technology, anybody is really susceptible into FOMO, or could really give in. It is really our job to really stay in the moment and to enjoy every single moment that we have. We kind of really need to stop worrying about other people and what they're doing, and pretty much just focus on ourselves, so we could just create a better well-being for us and create happier versions of ourselves. To talk about today is the idea that violence from video games, television, and comic books evoke children to grow up to be violent themselves. There have always been news reports of parents questioning the newest shooter game, as they are quick to assume that their kids are going to be the next school shooter, or they're going to be like some type of gang member, which is kind of ridiculous. But little do they know, it's the complete opposite. Children need video games and comic books to help express and get rid of feelings of anger that they kind of have bundled up inside. A quote that I feel that the book explains rage really well is that rage can be energizing emotion, a show of courage to push us to resist greater threats, take more control than we've ever could see. But rage is also an emotion our culture distrusts the most. I can like really agree with that statement, as the notion that rage is a big emotion, but our society kind of really overreacts and treats it like a weapon. I've had good experience with people thinking that only video games cause violence. Because growing up, I saw my friends and my cousin play the latest Call of Duty game, and I wanted to play with them too, so I could feel more included. And I kind of really wanted to get into those video games. But unfortunately, when I asked my mom if I could get the new game, she'd always tell me, "You can't play the video game. You're gonna become too violent." And it kind of made me miss out on a lot of really good opportunities in life to kind of, for sure, hand-eye coordination, but also creating more bonds with my friends. Because whenever they kind of play first-person shooter games, I'm kind of left out because I'm not really that good at it. And then I later in life realized that all the ideas of people thinking that shooting games are bad is really false, because none of my friends or cousins ended up being really violent. So this really comes to show you that video games is not what kind of person you are, but it helps you express the anger that you have bundled up inside, so it just doesn't make you more upset inside and make you do worse things.